next one, I'm going to go for. We mentioned. No, let's go. Gamification in this perspective.
That was another of RU's sections. So
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, I mean there's this concept that's been going around in the tech world and also in the corporate world, and I'm sure in other places that we learn more, we do better creative work, or we do even better boring work if we turn it into a game. Or if we turn them into games, and people, contemporary people love gaming, computer gaming, and so forth. So the idea of gamification is to remove or decrease the boundary between work and play, and to turn things into game. And that game theory has been out there since the early 20th century. Buckminster Fuller, the scientist, architect Buckminster Fuller, suggested that we could remake the world and the development and distribution of resources by creating a world game. So yeah, I mean this is a thing that's going around. I see it as being associated with the idea of homo ludens, the idea that man or humanity is a playful being.
Yeah, love it. Which leads into, let's talk about Humanity Plus.
Okay, that's kind of my thing mostly too. Humanity Plus is an organization that evolved out of the World Transhumanist Association, which in a way evolved out of the Extropy Foundation. And in a way, this is sort of the organized transhumanist group, or the original organized transhumanist group, an extension of the original organized. And the idea is Humanity Plus, humanism, the embrace of humanity, but then also the embrace of enhanced humanity. And that people who came up with the idea of Humanity Plus for a while tried to get people to stop saying transhumanism and start saying Humanity Plus. It was an attempt to change the memetics of the transhumanist movement, but I think the use of the word transhuman had already escaped the grasp of the organized transhumanists and any number of science fiction writers and people who I work with at Mondo 2000 magazine and so forth already were using transhuman and posthuman as ways to describe some things that are going on, including in science fiction. So there was no way of reeling that back in. But the organization continues to exist and sponsor conferences, and they have a website, H Plus magazine website that I initially started, and it's still going and running good stuff.
Cool.
I remember about 15, 16, 17 years ago, there was a minor campaign they wanted people to stop calling them browsers for some reason. I've forgotten what the suggested term was, but somebody objected to the web browser as a term, and they were trying to change everybody's language. And it's like, too late. That's what we all call it.
It's like that. I get it. Okay. Institute for Ethics and Emerging Technologies, IEET. What is it?
Okay, well, I mean, that's another platform and group that seems it's very well connected in the sense of having the support of not just transhumanist types, but large numbers of people in various communities that are interested in social well-being and in the effect of technology on social well-being. But it does have sort of a transhumanist edge. Hank Pelissier has now become the editor of their website, and he's a very active transhumanist who we both went to a conference that he organized yesterday. But IEET is kind of somewhere on the boundary between the sort of ordinary or
mainstream, maybe
mainstream pop culture reportage that goes on a lot of tech websites, sort of journalism, and the notion of scientific papers and stuff like that. And IEET is sort of somewhere on the boundary between those two things. It has certain official, cachet or whatever.